That's not the technique.
You do it to me first?
Whatever, man.
So just go back and get 2 and 2, 2 and 2.
You sit on your knees.
I'm kneeling.
Feed the head, feed the head.
This is weird, man.
You wanna do it again?
No, I just didn't understand. It didn't register.
They'll tap or go to sleep one day. One of them.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh wait.
Said 2 and 2.
2 and 2, 2 and 2.
How's your math? That would be 4.
Is that what you're doing? Hey, hold on, stop.
What?
If you're feeding this one.
There you go.
So if it's if you're going this side, it's this side. There you go.
I always tell people if I picture like a nutcracker, right? If I picture the head's the nut and my arm is now his nutcracker.
Yeah, because I keep wanting to go here.
Yeah, a lot of people make that mistake and they also squeeze.
Yeah, that's, I'm trying to keep that in mind, because I have a habit of doing that.
Oh, here.
Oh, for some reason, my ETs were screwing this shit.
I can get a submission by squeezing, but I'm gonna be working like way too hard.
Okay.
That's my goal, I don't wanna work hard.
This is the side that kinda. Where's my hand?
Should
Here?
have a muscle in my technique.
Say here.
Talk to him.
Good.
Oh,
You feel the difference.
Yeah, because I had to get the ground. No, wait, I don't have to keep it on.
okay.
I guess I'd love it for me.
It is.
Yeah.
No, I don't wanna do that one.
It is.
'Cause if I do that,
Yeah. Let me try to do this. Maybe this is my.
feet, that's right, that's.
Which is weird
right.
because this shoulder
Here.
shit.
Pocket grip,
It's just because I'm not getting beat up.
pull up as I crunch to that same side his head is on.
Found it.
Sorry.
Alright, so now we're gonna do that same drill.
Right.
This time, we're going to defend, okay? So, we are going to defend by doing what Dave calls the world's worst cartwheel to the opposite side. It's also called hop to freedom, okay? So, if Charlie goes to grab, put me in the guillotine here, if he continues back and I do nothing but stay on this side, he will get me every single time, okay? That's why I need to immediately, as soon as I feel him throw that on me and start to set back, this is where I'm gonna do that world's worst cartwheel. As he starts to go, right, cartwheel up to the opposite side, okay? This is my jump to freedom or whatever you wanna call it, okay? I've cleared his legs. That's the most important part, is to clear his legs. Once I'm here, this hand's already underneath his head. I'm just gonna come through and gable grip on this side. So now, as I come through, I'm just squeezing here, and that reverses the pressure. And it makes it way worse for them because they're sitting there squeezing the shit out of my neck and they've got their arm trapped. So it's gonna be hard for them to tap. Okay, so just either say tap with your feet or do something.
Pass out.
You'll know if they pass out. One more time. Well, maybe. So as Charlie gets me and he starts to set back, I want to cartwheel over. Alright, I want to clear those legs from here and come underneath his head. I'm going to gable grip my hands together. Or S grip, doesn't really matter. I'm going to bring my shoulder pressure down. That reverses the pressure into him. Okay? And the harder they're sitting there squeezing on me, the worse it is for them. It's actually reversing the pressures. Okay. The Von flu, yes. Questions? All right, let's give that a shot a few times. 1, 2, 3.
It's the Von terrible.
I just want you to go back and forth with this one, so you're not killing each other. We're going to spend a shitload of time here. As they start to sit back, cartwheel up and over, get past those legs. So as he starts to set back on that side, cartwheel up and over.
No.
There you go. Yeah.
So as he cartwheels,
How would I do that on a big guy?
as he goes to set back,
I guess I have to have a
we
bigger
want
bite.
to get past the legs. It's this opposite side, opposite side.
Other side. That's my.
That's, okay, the
So,
bite.
as he goes to
The
set
bite
back,
is my own arm.
I know if I stay on this side, I'm in trouble. Okay, so as he goes to set back, I'm immediately thinking I'm cartwheeling over to clear his legs.
Not yet.
So now I'm on this side, okay? My head, my
Slow
hand
burn.
already underneath his head.
Yeah.
I I just come to an idea, we'll get my hand together.
And then sink.
Now I start to put the pressure on here, it reverses and choke on here.
I just need to go the other way. My brain is just like, go this way.
So if I can't get my hands around,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come through as much as I can through here,
My ass is
start putting my shoulder pressure into his neck. I
Ah,
can still get the same effect.
okay.
I don't really need to close my hands completely. It's my shoulders what's doing
Okay.
the actual,
So I'm trying to
reverse
figure
all
out
the
the
choke.
mechanics of it, especially being.
Alright, so one more time with a partner. Hey, we're done. We're doing knee just so you feel the difference.
Here?
Down here. Hey, we're set back.
Get ready, get ready.
Will it work?
It doesn't feel like you're doing shit. It really doesn't. It doesn't feel like you're doing much, but you are actually.
Doesn't she wanna clasp those hands if she can?
I can't, sometimes my
You
arms
can't
are
clasp
so
on him
short.
either? You didn't even try
Right.
to.
But I know sometimes you can't get your arms all the way around. It's not 100% necessary.
Okay.
Just like when I'm doing that head and arm triangle.
Right.
How it's not 100% necessary for me to clasp my hands together. It's my shoulder pressure that's doing all of this.
Yeah, cause that was my question with Christian, he's like, you can do it, I'm like, Christian, you're so. So I'm trying to
I don't
figure.
need it.
Yeah.
Just like when they, so just like when I did the, like the head and arm, that's a perfect example, when I came around with the head and arm, how I do not need, I don't need this really, I can do it with one
Yeah,
hand.
it's right, weird, okay.
Same principle, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shoulder against ground.
okay.
Let me do it again.
Okay.
Hold on, let me
Thanks,
get
Mac.
at least one rep.
One more time, one more time.
So,
Now, off side.
Here.
So from back, come to a gate, put my hands together. Now start using that shoulder pressure.
When I try to get the camera, I feel like I'm stuck in here.
Just like with
Bitch,
the-
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not
It's like you're trying to swallow your voice, but you okay?
My shoulder pressure. So because they have a hold of my head, it's actually doing the job for me. They're actually
Makes sense.
helping me.
Because my arm's still trapped.
Yeah.
So.
So does anger on the shoulder, if I can't
I'm
reach?
driving my shoulder into his neck. Got it. So as he goes around,
No. I felt bad.
wow,
so as he goes to
so
sit back,
bad.
Yeah.
clear.
I don't have a choice on
From
something.
here, I'm not gonna be able to get my hands.
That's why guillotines are so tricky.
Coming through,
Because if you
I'm
don't let
using
go
that
at the right
shoulder
point,
pressure right here.
if this is hopping over, you gotta let go
By
and
having
get
a
a
hold
frame.
of me here, it's actually completing the choke with the loop. Kind of like the head and arm triangle. It's a very similar principle. Okay. Alright, that's it for that one. Alright, we will do one more, then we'll get into the, technique here. This one's always fun.
Oh, goody.
So this is usually based off of like, somebody coming in shooting for a double leg or something like that, okay? That's usually where this, opportunity comes in for us, okay? Most people know if we're standing up here, they're not gonna let me grab their head and yank it down. I mean, most, who the hell's gonna do that? But usually that opportunity will come in off of someone shooting in for like a double, okay? Now, same principle is gonna apply. He came in like he was shooting for my legs through here. I stuffed him, I sprawled out through here, but I wasn't able to totally complete my guillotine, okay? But him coming in like this has allowed me to get underneath his arm for my underhook. So I'm controlling underneath his head, but I'm not going for a guillotine this time. I'm gonna shoot underneath, like I'm doing an underhook, okay? Now, I'm gonna step back with that opposite side, and as I do, I'm gonna drive up, okay? I still have a hold of his head. All I do from here is I sprawl my legs out as I look towards the ceiling. They call that a cow catcher or cement mixer, whatever,
Something.
whatever thing you wanna put on it. Everybody has a different, name for it. So, both those techniques are based off somebody coming in and shooting for my legs. Yeah, they're coming over here trying to drive me over. That's usually where that opportunity comes from, on both of those techniques, okay? Like I said, most everybody's not gonna stand there and. So, he comes in, he shoots, I am able to get underneath his neck, but I'm not able to secure the guillotine properly, okay? I shoot under, I'm gonna step back. As I do, I'm gonna lift with this side, driving him to his back. I still have a hold of his head. I'm gonna swirl out as I look towards the ceiling. You guys any questions? Alright, you see it again? Alright, let's give it a shot. 1, 2, 3. So, partner, come in like you're trying to do a sloppy takedown. Secure that head first, and then shoot to the outside, then underhook on the outside.
Here.
Then step back. There you go. Now look towards the ceiling.
Yep.
As I scroll, I look towards the ceiling, that will drive my hips forward.
And then scroll.
Wait, this book is actually falls.
Yeah, I was trying to do it slow, so.
Look at his neck.
Yeah, it was a net made for choking. So, when I come in, this goes back.
As I scroll out, if I'm looking towards the
They'll
ceiling,
give you a
you
little.
see how my hips start to stick?
Right.
That's why I'm looking up.
Literally, that's what
I will make my hips
No,
sink.
no, you're good. You're so sensitive.
No, this is.
Here, here,
I can get it
here.
going pretty good, but.
Bring that back. Gonna bring it back to the left. There you go.
Here, and then.
Back as I put that under.
See how deep it is?
I'm here, ready for the ceiling.
So when I come back, push the
Yeah, okay,
weights
quick.
off my hips.
Especially if you have the hair out, I've done.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay, quick.
Yeah, because as long as you can get just, you can up.
That's why we look toward the ceiling as we come around. I watch my hips.
You good?
As I look up.
Yeah, but do it.
Hips are following.
See how the pressure works?
Yeah. Nice.
Was it? Didn't seem like it. Didn't have some.
Okay.
So what you doing?
So you wanna do that. Other way. Put your legs up this way. Remember, I'm lifting with that underhook.
Good.
And I'm holding them that.
Yeah. I was letting. What do you think?
I didn't want to do it too fast.
It's fine.
It's a good pull in the middle.
Hold. Slower it is.
How's that feel that? Pretty good?
I like that.
See.
CC no? Alright.
You're just checking on us? We're doing okay.
Aw.
Alright. Now we're gonna go to, what we got here? Alright, we're doing our ghost escape. So now you're gonna see where those shrimps come into play.
Scrimpies.
So I'm gonna be starting on bottom side. Charlie's gonna have me here. Now the first one I'm gonna do is with this outside hand, okay? So remember, person on bottom, I wanna try to avoid being completely flat here, okay? So I'm framed up on his hip. I have this other arm coming around and I'm touching the back of his shoulder and I'm bringing this forearm into his throat, okay? So if they're gonna start mashing into the ground, they're meeting my forearm in the process. This is also gonna allow me to start to move him, okay? This is what I need to do in this position here. I have my feet in close to my butt. I'm gonna bridge as though I were throwing an elbow strike into that throat. So I'm gonna bridge and throw that elbow strike, right? Once I get into here, you see this gap that gets created? I am going to drop this lead hand, okay? Elbow first, I'm dropping this lead hand through. And I'm gonna come up and around. I wanna shut my shoulder out the back. So this is where that reverse shrimp comes in, okay? When I'm doing that reverse shrimp, that's why I wanna use the back of my hand, because that will allow me to rotate that shoulder out, okay? So I'm here, I wanna bridge, create this gap here, okay? I wanna drop the elbow on this lead side. I wanna come around back of my hand, okay? And I reverse shrimp my way out the back. I'll reverse shrimp my way out. You can try to grab my head all he wants to do, I don't care, okay? This is what's bringing me out the back. That is why I want that rotation, okay? That rotation of my shoulder. That's gonna allow me to avoid that person being able to grab a hold of me through here. One more time. Frame. I wanna bridge, create this gap here. Drop the elbow through. Come in with the back of my hand, shut my way out the back. Okay? Questions? Let's give it a check. 1, 2, 3. We'll do the other one here in a minute.
And that's the reverse.
Okay.
It's a different version of the ghost.
Okay.
I can either do it with my outside
That's
arm,
how I
like
first
my
learned it, so I was confused with, yeah, the reach under.
I'll do the back one because I can lead that into Dark's.
I got you. Okay.
bridge, like throwing that
You get
elbow over.
I get through.
From their throat.
Oops.
What was that?
That was me catching my nails and pulling my nails off.
Oh, nice.
That hurt.
You're gonna, this one, you gotta cut your nails there.
Back and forth.
Oh, there.
You go and see.
Here.
No, I'm just, no, I'm.
You breathe or just breathe? Yeah.
It'll just make it easier to open it up. Yeah. It's ticky tacky.
You're thinking?
Yeah,
I couldn't tell if you're thinking or if you're lagging
I'm
from
going through
the
my slow movements and I'm trying to figure it out.
Well, it's like, well, you know, you get sort of slowly, like less responsive as like you're going. I can't tell if you're thinking or if you're like.
It's all the same.
That's what I'm like. Are you
Did it wrong,
sure?
it's just
Come here.
a little more efficient.
Okay.
That makes sense. One more time.
So lean in, elbow first. And up, shut your way. There you go.
It's how you break moving tight ropes.
Just like with my Uber, that rotation of my shoulder is what I'm after.
I know.
That's gonna let me shoot after that.
Rapid training, it's all.
Alright, so let's get one more with our partner, and then we're gonna show the version where we screwed up.
Yeah, wizard.
Right. So one more with our partner. One more.
You're gonna.
One more.
Almost.
Dave did a wizard drill on me the other night. I thought my shoulder was coming out of the socket.
It was great.
He neglected to tell me what he was doing. He's like, just rip it forward.
So, I'm going to be in that same position. Now you're gonna see why it's important that we do the back of our hand and not the palm. So, I came up, I bridged, everything's the same through here, except when I get to this portion, right? Oh, wait. As I come around, this is why I use the back of my hand, so I can shut my way out the back, rather than coming in like I'm trying to hug him. If I came through like I'm trying to hug him through here, he's able to secure his whizzer on my arm, okay? Now he's gonna be coming in, putting a lot of downforce through here with his whizzer and fist. Okay. So now, we end up in this, what they call a 50-50 fight, okay? Neither one of us really has the advantage through here, okay? Even though he's got my arm. Even though he's got my arm through here, right? We're both still the two legs of the table, okay? Now, I'm gonna come through. One of these, either the knee or the hand, will be available for me, okay? Now, the first one I'm gonna go through is the knee, right? I'm gonna shoot in. I'm just gonna cup the knee through here. I'm not trying to pull it towards me, I just wanna cup it. As I do, I'm gonna bring my forehead right into the side of his neck. So I'm gonna secure his knee, I just wanna prevent him from doing this, okay? So I secure his knee through here. I wanna drive my forehead into his neck through here, and just drive straight forward. That's gonna drive him down in the process, okay? So I'm here, I'm straightened up, I go to shoot, I screwed up. I didn't use the back of my hand to shoot myself, further down. He was able to secure his whizzer on me through here. Now, once we get up here in this 50-50 fight, remember, either the hand or the knee will be there for me. So in this case, we're going for the knee. I'm just coming through and I'm cupping. Forehead into the neck, right? And I use that pressure to drive forward. Ends me up in side control or start forward, whichever I want to go. All right. Guys, any questions? Remember, you're shooting through. This time you screwed up. You came in like you're trying to hug you, okay? And they were able to secure the whizzer on you. All right? Give that a shot. 1, 2, 3. Here, let's go.
What you're gonna do.
I screwed up. Unfortunately, the screw ups you don't realize until you do.
Looky, Harold.
Do we start straight from the wizard?
You were starting from your bottom side. Just like before. Bottom, 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 bottom. Now he's able to secure his whizzer on you through here, so now you're in this 50-50 kind of fight. I'm gonna bring my hand through and just cup his knee through here. As I do, I'm gonna bring my forehead into his neck. I'm gonna use that grabbing. I'm not trying to pull it, I'm just adding it in and preventing it to doing this shit.
I'm trying to get that black on my side. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Secure that knee, drive that
Slow
head.
down, slow down, slow down. Good.
Drive the head. Good. Nice.
You gotta be careful, you're gonna ram your skull into my teeth. I know she
Gotta
wants
pay for
to.
it, Mack.
I just want her to slow down just a touch, so I don't lose my teeth.
Again?
Oh no, I'm down, sorry.
Alright, so try one more time each, and then we'll move into the version where the hand is available, not the knee.
This is weird on this side. Huh, I know. Just taking a minute.
Come up for the knee this time, okay?
Cut the bones.
Do it again? The other side?
Alright,
Okay, that's just,
alright, so, we're gonna be back in that same position, we're just gonna start right out of the scar fold. We're not wasting much time here. I'm starting right out of that scar fold position we ended up in, okay? Now, in some cases, I guess somebody that's smart, they know they're gonna be hiding that knee away from me, okay? But, one of these will always be available for me, because he cannot put both out. If he tries to put both out away from me, he's gonna land face down on the floor. So he has to post up with one or the other, okay? So if the knee's not available, the hand will be. If the hand's not available, the knee will be. One of those two will always be there within my reach, okay? Now in this case, I can't reach his knee, so his hand's there. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna grab his wrist. I'm gonna do that same setup with my forearm, but this time, as I drive through, I'm gonna yank that arm out from underneath him. Cute. A little bit nicer too. I yank that arm as I drive through. This is gonna land me right into my scar hold position, okay? The other one driving through usually ends us up more in side control. But as we're pulling the arm on this one, it perfectly lands us right in the scar hold. Especially when I go to yank. I'm just being a little bit nicer, but in
Yes,
reality.
thank you.
In reality, when you do it in a roll or in a match or whatever, you are really gonna,
It's like a mini judo throw,
yes, it sucks.
because all your body lands on
Yeah,
that
especially like
floating grip.
Charlie's gonna, he's gonna be crashing down on top of you.
Oh, me, I never get to crash. What are you talking about? I'm
By
the
all
crash
means.
Eve, I'm the crash her.
By all means, sir, you wanna try?
Do I wanna try what?
Screw that. So he pulls, he drives. If you're a lot heavier than your partner, this is an excellent place to.
It is.
Push it through here.
yeah.
I'm always telling people, use your size. Use your size to your advantage. Whether you're bigger than your partner or you're smaller.
This was my nightmare.
They
last
both
night.
have their advantages, you know? A person who's, more skinny like me, I mean, I got more speed on my side, okay? Person bigger, like Charlie, he's probably not gonna be as quick, but he has a lot of strength and weight on his side.
Very, very fast.
So he's gonna use that. And that's an excellent place to use it, right through there.
Don't let him fool you though. The skinny guy with a good scarf fold sucks just as much.
And the longer limbs.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
He can use, I wanna use every bit of that weight that I have, whether I'm 120 pounds or I'm, 320 pounds, I want it. 220, sorry.
Yeah, right.
I'm using every bit of that weight that I have. You guys ever roll with, like Toledo's a perfect example. The guy's like
Yeah.
buck
Yeah, man,
20, but he feels like he's
Feels like a
200
ton.
something pounds, Just cause he can use all of that weight that he has to his advantage, So, we're just starting out of that scar fold. Do it here, alright? I mean the wizard. Do it here. I can't reach the knee, so I'm gonna go for the wrist. Everything's still gonna be the same. I'm still gonna drive my forehead into his throat, but this time, as I come through, I'm gonna yank that out from underneath and slide myself up. I will end up right in a scar fold each and every time. Okay? Guys, any questions? And then we'll do a couple things outside scar fold from there.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3.
Where's it scarf fold? Let's get confused.
No, we'll end up
You
in
end
scar
on scar
fold.
fold.
We'll start out scar fold next. Do a
Right.
couple techniques out of it. Sweet. Quit trying to confuse me.
I'm not. I'm listening to you. You're being confused.
I'm confusing myself. It's not hard.
You're right here.
Oh, right. Lizard.
On my side.
You're good.
I have lizards.
still want to drive my forehead through.
Oh, right.
Even though I'm pulling that arm, I still want to use that forehead pressure. There you go. That lands me right into the scalpel each and every time.
Don't start that until you pull my base away.
Don't start what?
You started sliding before my base was gone. So if you do that, I'm just gonna flop on top of you. Like you were sliding under me before my base was gone. Make sense? Pull the arm, then slide. Am I correct?
Your base.
Yes.
I'll slide.
Because if you do it fast, I'm gonna flop. I'm gonna die. Here, let me show you. Alright, Wizard. No, on me. Put your arm down.
Now easy.
No.
You're gonna break a friggin' rib.
No.
Yeah.
See, that was nice.
For now.
When it gets bad is when you yank it really fast, but it's kind of flipping midair and you land on top of it.
Wanna do it again, or you wanna do that?
Yeah, Ted, you sit there and mind you, it's crap.
Just start drawing on the other side.
Probably.
Alright, try one more time.
Careful.
Uno mas.
Oh, that feels really weird on the other side. Come on in, Naomi.
Just trying to make sure we're ready.
Yep. Cool.
We're going to start out of our scalpel that we landed in. So I'm here, I'm going to land in my scalpel. My outside hand is cupping around this trap here, right? I'm trying to keep his shoulder down. I'm driving my weight a little bit forward, okay? If I start to set back, he's able to just set right up and just set up. If I'm too far back, he can just set up and he reverses the whole thing on me, okay? If I'm too far this way, all he's got to do is clasp his hands together and he can just roll me right over. So there's like this little sweet spot here. I'm through here, I'm cupping, I'm holding this arm up. I have my knee up here because I do not want to let this shoulder hit the ground, okay? The shoulder is able to hit the ground, so is his elbow. You can start shrimping away from it. You're gonna lose everything in the process and I'll probably wind up going back to that 50-50 position, okay? So when I'm down here, I have this knee slid up, I'm holding here, I'm holding the arm. Remember, I don't want that shoulder to hit the ground, so I'm securing that with my knee, and I'm putting a lot of pressure through here, okay? This is my starting position, all right? Now, since I have the arm here, I'm gonna start attacking it, and this time I'm gonna use my legs as the fulcrum point, okay? So, I'm gonna take his arm through here, slide my leg a little bit forward, get it right about the, just above the elbow through here. I'm gonna bring the other leg over. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my legs this time. I'm just gonna use my hand up position. And I'm gonna use my legs. That's it. So that's gonna be number one here. Number two, I'm gonna be attacking the shoulder. I'm gonna do it a little bit easier because my shoulder's got some bad shoulders. See? So I'm gonna put this hand down here and I'm gonna hook it with this leg. Okay? This is all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it down and hook. Right? Very, very, very painful. Okay? And it takes very little pressure from it. You want to use somebody else on that?
Yeah. As you notice, my arm wasn't even touching the floor.
Yeah, that shoulder right there, since you're using your legs, hits a lot different. So I'm here, right? I'm in my scarf hold, okay? On the first one, I wanna adjust my leg a little bit so I can get that arm right about where I need it to, put the arm lock on. And I just use my leg pressure, okay? That's all I'm doing, using my leg pressure. On this second one, okay? I'm still tucked up nice and tight. I'm gonna put the arm down and I'm gonna hook it with this leg. And from here, my leg takes over. I'm not using anything with my arm, I'm just holding it in. All I'm doing is touching down, touching down. With a lot of pressure, so it's like a modified version of an Americana with my legs. Okay? Thanks. Alright, so start right out of the start hold.
Yeah.
So try those two right out of the scaffold. You're gonna do the arm bar and then the modified version of the Americana. All right? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So you don't realize how tight your shoulders are till that. And I'm like, ah.
Dude, my shoulders are tight as shit, man.
Let me do what I need.
I tap way early.
Oh, it's my arm back.
We're starting out at that scaffold.
Yeah, don't do that shoulder, please.
Do you want me to use that shoulder?
They're both fucked. They're both really bad.
Everybody's got bad shoulders.
We're all here.
The position of those is really hard to start.
Trying to start the
So
position.
move this back just a little bit. This one. There you go. So you gotta go
Adjust my leg a
there
little bit.
and just push that.
I want to find right about
Bring it in here.
I'm gonna try to lay over. So I'm just using my leg, I'm not using my hand. So I'm bringing it
A little bit forward.
my arm's just there to keep that arm to the left way. So on the second version, I'm still tucked right up nice and tight. On this version, pushing down, I'm doing focus.
This one.
And my legs take over once again. Yeah, so this technique, I'm basically just doing all legs, my hand is just there to prevent that arm from going this way.
This one, right here. Wait, you're lifting it. There you go.
think so.
So just like I'm doing Americana.
Right here. And this one you gotta.
So it's just an Americana with my legs.
It's this foot that needs to do it. Just go with it. The more up here you get it. That's why you do it.
My legs are a thing. I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, you can't hit something that way. Is what I do. And you're like, alright, go slow. That.
It doesn't take a lot. But if you're doing it on someone else, see how my shoulder goes down and touch the ground? But the more here.
I think that, let me try to push that.
Sure.
I think it's
I wanna try that either.
here.
Right? Yeah, bring this here. Yeah, there.
Yeah. So all you have to do is really just,
Yeah, this one's got more flexibility.
and the other one is here.
Adjust his arm a little.
Don't wrap, just bring your knee down. That's the tricky part.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
Hey, Matt. Oh, when you have a second? No problem.
But I think
Kind
what
of
it.
like move your focal around to see how much. Bring it towards my head a little bit. Yeah.
But you can't do it.
Yes, because it's right up
I'm
under
just
here.
playing with it to see if it has, no, it has less. I do less.
So I think your knee has to be up here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Maybe. I think it has to be back a little bit. No. Bring it back a little. Oh, there it is.
So right in the middle.
Bring it back a little bit more.
Here.
Yes, there, good.
There.
Uh-huh.
Your position.
And then I just.
Squeeze.
Yeah, I wanna be conscious of how that arm is set.
Yeah,
Eventually.
I was doing it slow.
No, I know.
So F up your shoulder.
Well, it's not
Or
my shoulder.
Your
it's
elbow, I
I'm
mean.
going for a technique and starting
So
to-
I think you're.
You'll
so
see
if you-
what.
So if you do it on me, you'll have to probably figure it out with the arm.
It's weird, you have to kind of find the right angle.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask Mac where your legs, yeah, for her, setting up her full, when she's here, where, oh, fuck. I didn't realize how bruised I was from Dave.
So
Remember,
here.
just like her, I wanna have his, arm where I need it, and I adjust my fulcrum to it.
Okay, the elbow is, oh, okay, found it. I was trying to figure out the leg position on the elbow.
You have to give enough gap here to drive this into the floor.
Okay.
My hand's just there to prevent, his arm from wiggling its way
Where's
out.
my hand going? Here or here?
Usually when I'm here, when I come in,
Yeah.
when I come in and I have a hold of the arm,
Yeah.
I'm using my arm to adjust where I need it, right? Now I know it's here,
Yeah.
now I just bring my leg in. So my legs pressure's taking over, but my hand's just there to keep it in place where I need it and prevent him from wiggling it out.
Okay.
Yeah, but if I wiggle it out, it's just gonna be worse, cause
I'll
it's
wiggle it out,
like
come in and-
yeah, it's
No,
that's worse.
It's like, go ahead, I'll find a different way.
That's what I was telling them, they're gonna give me something, you know,
Yeah.
if one technique fails, there's another right there, you know, they'll give me something.
This is like an endless nightmare.
That's part of the whole game, you know, playing chess, you know.
It is,
Chestnut
it is.
checkers.
It is, it is.
Oh, that was
Here. Go slow.
yes, ma'am.
Cause
I know. We just got this good insurance. I wanna use it.
yes, nobody wants you to use it. Tap.
Sorry. What was that?
Tap.
Now bring my leg in. Now use that leg pressure.
Tap.
I don't wanna give myself enough gas here.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you're-
Oh god, yeah.
Not that you touch the floor. Should never reach that point, but
That was already tough.
I have to have that
Yeah.
little
This
gap
one's
here.
here.
Yeah. So as I'm hitting my own leg.
Sorry. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one hurts a lot.
Do this side. Do this
I'm
side.
really not always gonna get, but the arm bar will lead me right into it. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
This is where I usually am.
It's just like when I'm doing that, version of the Americana
Tap.
side control.
Nice.
I
Tight.
don't hear that they're moving, off the arm bar. I don't hear because my ultimate goal is.
That's right.
to
I don't know what that was.
down,
It was like,
down. I'm really out.
Well, I can't get under my foot, so I shove it in the crook of my knee.
You have to with the.
Because when I'm here, I have a hard time doing this.
Well, I have a Tyrannosaurus Rex on.
You have a Tyrannosaurus Rex leg.
Yeah, that too.
You're a Velocicrapper.
Crapper?
I did.
Alright, since we're tapping shoulders, let's continue. So, sir, I'm having now, I'll give Charlie
Yes!
a break because. So, this time I'm starting out of my side control. So I'm gonna do my Americana setup, and we're basically gonna do this setup, kinda like we were doing with the legs, you know, I'm gonna start attacking the arm, and he's gonna start wiggling his way out. So just to illustrate that, you know, one technique changed off another. So I'm here, he's framed up in here. I'm in my side control, okay? This is one area where I want him framed up, okay? Because I wanna get my hand through here, so I don't make a fist. I wanna come through, make my hand kinda small so I can turn and karate chop on the bicep and shove that arm to the ground. In some cases, I can reach up and grab it, but not always. I'll just feed it in with my opposite hand, it doesn't really matter, okay? I wanna grip here, monkey grip, I don't really need to C-clamp it, I'm just monkey gripping over like that, right? Now, once I have it here, I'm gonna bring my outside hand, and I'm gonna grab my elbow through here, okay? Now, I'm gonna shave around the head, drop that elbow right down to the side of his neck through here. Now, before I do anything at this point, I wanna pull everything in nice and tight, so I wanna, you know, secure any gaps through here before I do anything at all, right? I want everything in nice and tight. Now from here, I'm gonna grab my hand like I'm trying to rev a motorcycle. I want that hand flat onto the ground. I'm concentrating on that pinky, okay? I don't care about the rest of his hand, but his pinky I want touching the floor. I wanna drag it like I'm trying to, you know, make it, they call bloody knuckles, okay? So if I concentrate on it, just that pinky touching the floor and I drive it straight down, that's what puts pressure on the shoulder. So this is my Americana with my arms this time, okay? I was doing a modified version with my legs. Pressure's still the same. You're gonna still feel it in the same area, okay? So I'm here, I come through, make my hand small so I can fit it in, drive it down. Some cases I can reach up and grab, great, if not, I just feed it through, doesn't really matter, okay? Monkey grip here, come through, grab my own wrist, shave around the head, drop that elbow in tight to his neck. Now, pull everything in nice and tight before you do anything at all, okay? This is a lot of mistakes people make through here, they give it too much space. I want to take all this space away. Now I'm gonna turn, so I make that pinky touch the floor. And I wanna drive straight down through here. Alright? Ready, good?
See?
Give that a shot. 1, 2, 3. And we'll continue off of that.
Hey, this is like a kid question, so with the rubbing, is that like not a good thing? Cause I don't, so you know when you rev, I've gotten, you know, that by trying to, she's showing me that because I was trying to teach Davey to rev it, so he's 12, so is that not something that allowed to? Cause she's like, we wait for that rev later with kids.
I don't know. He doesn't teach the kid classes.
I immediately, when I have them down here,
Yeah.
the technique is off of that pinky touching the floor, so that's why I'm ready to do it.
I mean, I like it, but I don't know if the kids are not allowed to do it. I mean, I don't care about IBJJF and all that stuff, so.
Kids, you wanna trying to, make it a little bit not so,
Miserable.
adults gonna be, I'm
Okay.
trying to. Kids aren't gonna be sitting there fighting as much, that's really a technique I don't really,
Teach, okay.
I mean, I teach it to kids, but the things you teach kids are gonna be slightly different than the adults, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just didn't
Cancel
know,
hurt each
I
other.
didn't know the rules, I didn't know the rules here, so like, we'll be in the middle of a roll and Jamie will come with me and he'll, hey, I'm bad at teaching wrist locks and stuff.
No, it's good to learn, you know what I mean?
But not like, I mean, I don't care about tournaments and stuff, but I'll.
Come on.
But going back to your question, you were correct in telling him, you know what I mean, because the whole technique is making that pinky touch that floor.
I'm waiting for you to get done.
So,
You're
yeah,
gonna die first.
so Dave always laughs too when Jamie does straight double checks, cause he's getting bigger than me, so I'm like, I gotta figure something out with this kid.
You okay?
Yeah.
I
I'm
didn't
good.
get the rent.
And Christian's version, when he does it, he doesn't even do the rev thing.
He doesn't, what does he do?
Oh, yeah.
He just goes straight to it.
Yeah.
Christian.
Christian.
Christian's version.
Yeah, he is.
Right? He comes through here like this.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
He doesn't even grab anything.
I can see Christian
He'll
doing
do
that.
this shit.
I can see
Yeah.
Christian doing that.
And it just, it's brutal.
I'm
It
just
is.
trying to
I
figure
think
out
my
the.
feet came off.
I was just trying to.
Especially if you got tight shoulders and everything. But this is the standard version and this is what we need to learn as our
Yeah.
basis
Yeah.
to get that pressure down.
Yeah.
And then we can modify, do modified versions later. Once we learn the pressures. Just like in our arm work, you learn a specific way to do it, that will tell us.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hang on, listen to my. Where is that?
I was just saying, just like with arm bars, once we learn the standard
Sorry.
version of where the
Oh,
pressures
sorry.
lie, then we can start modifying them from different positions.
Right.
But the pressures are still gonna be the same.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
So make that hand flat. Now I wanna concentrate on pinky at this point. So I rev, make the pinky touch. Make you realize the pinky. I don't give a shit about the rest of the hand, I just want to.
Nope.
I have to put the pressure up, cause that's supposed to be what I have to like, do the.
Under. There you go. There you go.
Sometimes I'm help.
Ow.
And have difficulty getting across it?
Yes.
So, go back.
Where's she having difficulty? Didn't feel
Go
difficult.
across your level.
Well, that's because I love it.
This here I get.
Alright, now, if I can't, get to it right now, just beat it in. Okay? Now from here, I'm gonna come through. If I need to, drive myself a little bit forward.
Well, can I lean in here?
He's not in a position where he's gonna do much with that hand.
Here.
Now I drop that elbow straight to the side of his neck.
This elbow, his elbow?
This elbow. Straight to the side of his neck. So I'm isolating that arm,
So
okay?
red.
If he's way bigger than me,
Mm.
I don't care. What's he gonna do at this point? Start to drive me over? That's his only move through here is to try to drive me over in a roll.
Okay.
Just try to do the rollover, which I don't care because I'm gonna continue this arm up.
So I have a question, so for.
Is that somebody in there?
Yes.
I think for a big dude, is it wrong to do here, or to sit you down? Or,
But you're gonna have to go back to side, because you can't apply the left.
here, here, sorry, babe. There, he said feed, no, hold on, he said feed. Grab. Here,
Yeah, that's the main one, 'cause if you're not
and
laying against the
onto
head.
the head, and then rev. But the other thing is try to move. Can you try and sit up or bump?
My brain, I was thinking.
Cause I was trying to figure out if I have Charlie in side control, I'm hurting the crap out of my head. Like as a little person, like, where is my body weight on his, with my shoulder?
No.
Shoulder, or on your hip?
Yeah, the side control, I want my chest right here.
Okay,
If I'm trying to come in and isolate a limb,
yeah.
like in that case I came in, I was trying to isolate a limb.
Yeah, but when you're trying to manipulate, like, does my shoulder hit here, or does my hip hit here?
I'm more just driving, but if they're way bigger than me,
Yes.
Okay, I'm probably gonna modify this just like,
Okay.
I'm probably gonna come up and back.
Okay.
If I'm doing this for like competing or in a roll or
Yeah, just in a
something. I'm
roll.
not gonna be doing this thing, it's gonna be a lot harder for me, because I'm gonna have to bring my whole body up and over. And he might be able to roll me over
Yeah,
this
cause,
way.
'cause he's done that, where I'm like, where do I?
So that's only because you get
If I'm isolating here,
Yeah.
alright, I wanna continue to isolate, okay? I'll continue to isolate, I'm not gonna care about the rest of my body, so I will pull this one.
Gotcha, okay.
I'll let my body totally slide off, now I'm gonna hold his arm, I don't care.
But you're basing out with your hips, no? When you're
Yeah.
doing that, okay, that's, cause I'm trying to figure out, so I'll be in the middle of a roll with
Yeah,
somebody
if they're way
bigger
bigger
than me,
than me.
and I go, whee!
Yeah, you can just get underneath me and just roll me right over. So I gotta modify it.
Yeah.
That's only.
I'm just modifying it slightly.
Okay.
The pressures are still there, the pressures are still the same.
Okay,
I'm gonna feel all this run forward.
I'll give him some.
Alright, so we're gonna branch off of that, sir. Let me try Rick. Unless he doesn't want it.
The 10 minutes of murder I just received. My wife can't figure it out.
No, I just,
I'm setting up, our Americana through here, right? Now, they know if they stay here and they let that arm start drifting down, they're in trouble, right? So what do they tend to do? They start to straighten their arm out, okay? Well, they start to, you advanced guys are gonna be gonna shit that. I'm gonna modify my game accordingly, you know what I mean? But from here, I'm setting up, right? Most people will start to straighten that arm out, okay? So what I do is I follow through with it, okay? I wanna follow through with it. I'm gonna put my arm through here to start putting the pressure for an arm bar through here. I don't care if I get it, okay? Remember, just like I was saying with the legs set up, I don't really care if I get it, it's just the threat being there, okay? That's gonna cause him to run down to his side, right? He knows he's in trouble here. He goes in here, I start putting pressure, so what do? They tend to run to their side, okay? Everybody does it. Danger, danger, you know, they think safety is, okay? So I don't really care, I'm just following through with it. I'm threatening it, I don't really care if it's there, great, but if not, I don't really give a shit because I want him to start running through here. As he starts to run to that belt, notice how my hand's still here, okay? I can use this as my lever now. Step back and lever my way up, okay? Now, going back to that modified version, if he wants to do a different, technique to try to save himself, I'll just do it accordingly, so bring your other arm through. I'll just come through accordingly. So now he's wanting to come this way, fine, I'll go back to, Christian version. I'll let everything go.
I'll make note of that.
Okay, you wanna go that way? Your arm's staying here. The rest of you can go that way just fine. Your arm's staying here. Go ahead, Rick.
Yes.
So, I'm modifying my game accordingly, man, you know what I mean, depends on how they're moving, yeah? That's usually how I play my roles, you know what I mean, it's just, I play off of them, you know?
Good.
So, we set that, Americana up, he starts to punch his way out, okay? I follow through, I'm putting pressure here for the arm bar, right? He knows he's in danger here, so what do? They're gonna run back to their hip, let them run. This arm's here, I'm gonna use it as my lever, I'm gonna set him up with it, okay? Now from here, see how the arm's right there?
Yeah, it's gonna
I can come in and start attacking the arm here, or I can, there's a number of things I can do from here, okay? But, this is all based off of where he's going here, I'm just following through, okay? So with our partner, set up the Americana, right? They start to punch their way out, keep that grip, okay? Follow them through, threaten that arm bar, force them to run to those hips, okay? They'll do it every single time. They know they're in danger here and here, okay? They know they're in danger, so they'll do it automatically. It's just, everybody does it. That's what I want, and he's running here. So I'm gonna use this, because my hand's already here, now it becomes my lever. I just pull that back, if I wanna start attacking it again, I can. Let's give that a shot. 1, 2, 3, just go straight out the Americana setup. Let them punch their way out. Follow that on.
You want that one or this one? I don't know. I know equally sucks, so.
This one's already here.
So I'm putting pressure to the Americana, they start to punch their way out, follow them through. Let them run.
We did this, wait, one more.
just lift.
A lift.
Just sit up.
You know, space here too.
Are you this way? Yeah. Right here?
Other way.
Oh, she starts to run.
I don't know how, I don't know. I really
You
know
went
this.
like this way.
I'm gonna use this as
Yeah, I
my-
don't know that. I don't know how you put the pressure on the shoulder.
As I roll her up
Shoulder
to the side,
or
I'm
was
also
it?
gonna let that on, so
I think it was the
that's
shoulder.
My shoulder, my neck. I'm gonna use that neck pressure.
So I think that was
Now
it.
I can roll it.
So I saw him turn it. I saw Mack turn it
See how I'm
here
rolling?
and
I'm
up.
rolling here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
I'm rolling her arm, make it hyperextend.
So,
It's eventually gonna be your turn.
come here. I know. Now done.
Here.
Follow you.
Yeah.
Here. There.
Right.
Follow you here. Side.
Other way, turn around.
Other way? Oh, that's way.
I think. I don't know where to put the pressure though.
I know here,
That's good.
but then,
I will either let that
so I'm
start
gonna do
on the
this.
way out or
No,
shut
this
it up
way.
to my turn.
And then pull.
You're
I
on
don't
the
want the
elbow,
bend
a
here.
little bit below the elbow, turn.
Was that no?
No.
Now I'm gonna
Cause you're on the elbow.
switch that arm here. And just come
You
in.
have to go down.
I can't tell if this is a snap there.
There. You know this one. I think he did this.
Yeah, I think you made it like a stand, almost like a sitting arm bar.
Yeah.
It's not something I use, so I'm kind of feeling my way through it with you.
I'm gonna use this as
Does
my
that make
lever.
sense?
I'll pull him up.
Okay.
So now
I
I
will gladly learn.
I'm gonna rotate that arm, alright? So I want it to already start to hyperextend. I'm using my neck pressure.
Yeah, just sit down.
So now I know his arms turn. So now I come in and I start collapsing on it through here. But I turn his arm to start to hyperextend. If I allow it to start to bend through here.
Yeah. So you get a top and turn. Yeah.
Is it like an arm bar?
Yeah, but I'd be careful, cause if you're rolling me
Like a
on that shot.
Americana version.
Well, that's typically illegal. People, I don't have to worry about people
This is
punching me
the
in
arm
the
bar.
nuts.
When his arm hyperextends,
You fucking
that's
cheat.
the arm bar.
Tap
His
to
arm
tap,
starts to
what
bend.
Dave says.
I no longer have an arm bar, but I have shoulder
I
pressure.
don't think that's what he meant.
You don't want it there.
Shoulder
Do
pressure.
it again. Other
Just
side.
depending on how they're moving.
On me?
Depending on how they're moving.
No, I'm good.
The bottom two.
This arm doesn't even touch the floor.
Depending on how they're doing.
Here.
I don't know. You do it.
Yeah, yeah. Depending on, you know, if they came up and I was on
Here,
the like you start to.
No, you never swear.
How about here?
Here.
How about here? So I started moving the other way.
Up.
Moving around. There's my Kimura versions. My Kimuras, I don't necessarily have to
Turn.
have them all these together. Okay? Use modified version. Like
Oh,
I'll
that's fun.
a modified version of my Americana.
I don't wanna go see it.
This is Christian.
Oh, no.
I need milk.
I don't give a shit.
Or coffee.
I'm get it at Publix.
I don't know about this.
I don't wanna go see
Then
it.
I'll try.
Heel karate chop.
What's he talking about the karate chop?
I don't know.
Here. Would you let go from? I need to.
I don't want
I'm gonna go here, and there. He's gonna say no. Oh, and this is
Oh,
what he
Jesus,
says.
you just had it.
I know, but he said here.
Yeah, just push it. Push it down.
Oh,
Oh.
that.
Yep.
Chop, chop.
There we go. Everybody good? Everybody get that one good? Alright, that should be the end of it here. So let's go ahead and circle up.
Ooh.
Nice job. Good together. Hands for side. Bow. Thank you all. You're welcome.
Right?
Quit slapping me.
In order to get those pressures down, you can learn how to use them from different angles. You want to get that first set up.